U.S. Immigration 2025. One mistake can end your future. What if the smallest mistake, just one wrong move, meant losing your chance to ever live in the United States again? In 2025, immigration enforcement is stricter, harsher, and less forgiving than at any time in modern history. Today, I'll walk you through the realities shaping the immigration system, what these new rules mean for families, and why even minor missteps now carry lifelong consequences. First-time entry now a federal crime. One of the most dramatic changes in 2025 is how the U.S. government treats unlawful entry. In the past, many first-time border crossers were simply sent back or placed into civil proceedings. But that's no longer the case. Today, even a first attempt at entering without authorization is considered a federal criminal offense. First-time offenders now risk up to 6 months in federal prison. Those caught again face up to 2 years of jail time before deportation. On top of that, a criminal record for unlawful entry follows you permanently, closing nearly every door to legal immigration in the future. The message is unmistakable. Entering without authorization has transformed from a civil violation into a life-altering criminal act. Airports under the microscope. Having a visa in your passport is no longer a guarantee of entering the United States. At airports across the country, Customs and Border Protection (CBP) has stepped up screenings. Agents now dig deeper into a traveler's purpose, background, and even digital footprint. Phones, WhatsApp messages, emails, and social media are all fair game. If an officer finds inconsistencies, like claiming to visit family while text messages suggest plans to work illegally, your visa can be canceled on the spot. Being sent back at the airport not only means immediate denial of entry, but also a permanent record in DHS systems that can harm any future applications. Life after deportation. A permanent shadow. In earlier years, deportation often meant being forced to leave, but with the possibility of trying again later. That possibility has all but disappeared. Now, deported individuals are entered into permanent watch lists maintained across Homeland Security, State Department, USCIS, and CBP databases. These records flag and deny almost every visa application in the future. If fraud or misrepresentation is involved, the penalties are even harsher, often resulting in lifetime bans with no waivers available. For many, deportation has gone from being a setback to becoming a permanent barrier. Visa overstays and misuse classified as fraud. Perhaps the most overlooked change is how the U.S. now categorizes overstays and visa misuse. Staying in the country after your visa expires or using it for the wrong purpose, like working on a tourist visa, was once treated as a violation. In 2025, this is classified as immigration fraud under Section 212. Fraud is one of the most unforgiving findings in immigration law. It means a lifetime ban, with no exceptions even if you later qualify through marriage or employment. This reclassification means mistakes once considered minor can now destroy every future pathway to legal residency. Asylum claims fast-tracked for rejection. Applying for asylum is harder than ever. Under today's rules, officers are trained to identify weak or unsupported claims quickly. Many are rejected within days under expedited removal. Even worse, making a false or exaggerated asylum claim can trigger a permanent bar under misrepresentation rules. That's why legal guidance has become essential. For those with genuine claims, the burden of proof is now higher than ever. The process no longer offers the leniency it once did. Families and employers under scrutiny. Immigration enforcement is no longer aimed solely at the person who violated the law. Families and employers are increasingly drawn into the spotlight. Family members, even those who hold green cards or work visas, can face added scrutiny if they are connected to a fraudulent application. Employers who file false petitions, sponsor non-existent jobs, or misuse work visas risk fines, criminal charges, and even permanent business closures. This expanded approach shows the government's intent: dismantle entire support networks and discourage anyone from assisting in violations. Voluntary departure, the hidden trap. Voluntary departure was once seen as a safe option for those facing deportation. Many believed it offered a clean slate to reapply later. In 2025, that is no longer true. Accepting voluntary departure can now trigger a 3 to 10-year reentry bar. Even more troubling, a person's immigration record can affect their family's applications. A flagged history may result in visa denials for spouses or children. The ripple effect of one choice can span across entire families for years. Cracking down on border crossings. At both the U.S.-Mexico and U.S.-Canada borders, enforcement has intensified. AI-powered cameras, surveillance drones, and expanded patrols mean nearly every crossing attempt is tracked in real time. Those caught are placed in detention immediately, often for months. Unlike in the past, release options are rare. Expedited deportation is now the norm, and in most cases, there's no opportunity to present an asylum claim at the border. The risks have never been higher, and the consequences have never been more permanent. Hidden human costs of enforcement. While the legal consequences are harsh, there's also a hidden side, the human impact. Families living with expired visas or pending cases often choose isolation out of fear. Everyday activities, taking children to school, going to a hospital, or reporting a crime, become risky. This constant fear erodes trust in local authorities, weakens communities, and creates long-term psychological stress for children and parents alike. Living in the shadows may protect families temporarily, but the mental and emotional toll is devastating. Real-world impact on communities. Communities across America are feeling the effects of these strict policies. When workers disappear due to deportation, businesses lose staff, schools lose students, and neighborhoods lose stability. The absence is not just felt by immigrant families, but also by teachers, employers, landlords, and local governments. These disruptions ripple outward, reshaping communities in ways that are rarely discussed in official debates about immigration. Long-term impact on children. Children of immigrants face the heaviest emotional toll. Many live with the constant fear that a parent could be taken away at any time. This fear can manifest in school performance, social behavior, and mental health. Some children withdraw, avoiding attention, while others take on responsibilities far beyond their years, translating legal documents or managing household duties. The trauma of uncertainty often leaves scars that shape their futures for decades. One reality often overlooked in the debate is that strict enforcement doesn't eliminate migration, it changes its shape. People who feel trapped by these policies often stop seeking legal remedies out of fear and instead live in permanent, undocumented status. This creates underground economies, unreported crimes, and social divides that ultimately harm both immigrants and U.S. communities. Enforcement may deter new arrivals, but without balanced legal pathways, it risks pushing existing populations further into the shadows. Final thoughts. The U.S. immigration system in 2025 is at its strictest point in decades. Overstays, border crossings, or visa misuse are no longer small mistakes. They are treated as crimes with permanent consequences. The only safe path forward is through legal channels like student visas, work sponsorships, or family petitions. If you are out of status or unsure about your situation, seek legal advice immediately. Don't wait until enforcement authorities decide for you. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Stay informed, stay prepared, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching Visa Intel USA.